everyone. I'm Fran Charles. It is a beautiful night here at Yankee Stadium. It's the Seattle Mariners versus the New York Yankees. Curveball, strike one. On the ground to first. Picks it up, and he got him for out number one. Slider, no balls, one strike. Swing and a miss, and he's ahead. And he lines one to the third baseman. Great nab on that one. To away. Curveball, no balls, one strike. On the ground, straight back to the pitcher. Into the glove of the hole, throws over to first, and that's in time for the out. Fouled off and out of play. 0-1. Fouled off and out of play. No balls, two strikes. Fly ball to center field. And he's there for out number one. Here's a grounder to second. Picks it up, fires to first base. And he beats Judge to the bag for that out. Foul, third base side. No balls, one strike. Off-speed pitch. 0-2. Destroyed. Gone. And it's a 1-0 ball game. Liner to the left side. Throws over to first. And that'll do it for the first inning. Curveball, strike one. Liner to the right side. Pulled that down with a great leaping catch. One out. Off-speed pitch. Inside on that one. Ball one. Slider, a ball and a strike. Drill to the left side. He dives, but it gets past away. Curve. Curveball, no balls, one strike. Fastball, 0-2. And he lines one to the left side. And there's a base hit for Murphy. And he throws it to second. Fly ball to left field. And Frazier is there for the catch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. There's a line drive to center field. And it falls in. Base hit. And he arrives at second with a stand-up double. On has been first after getting bumped. Strike one. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Pick off the 10th and second, and he gets back in time. That one's out of play, so we'll stay right here. Day at 2 strikes. There's a strikeout. 1 away. Curveball missed inside. And he's able to grab the hot shot. He's safe. Fouled off and out of play. 0-1. On the ground to the left side. Picks it up, fires to first base. And that's in time for the out. And that's a wrap for the second inning. Breaking ball, no balls, 1 strike. Here's a grounder to the third baseman. Picks it up, throws over to first. And the throw is in time for out number 1. Fastball, outside and below the knees. Ball 1. Fastball, tough pitch on the corner. Strike 1. No doubt about that one. A solo shot, and it's all tied up, and it's a 1-1 ball game. Off-speed pitch. That's outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Breaking ball. That one's inside. Ball 2. Breaking ball, and that one's too low. Hole is behind in the count. Fly ball to center field. And the catch is made. 2 out. Strike 1. Not much contact there. The dribbler to second. Estrada was there. Throws over to first. And he got him. Down the third base line and foul. Just inside. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Missed inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cutter missed outside. Full count. Ball 4, and he'll head to first base. Judge pops it up, playable in foul territory. And he beats Judge to the bag for the out. Throws over to first. Breaking ball, strike 1. Fly ball to left field. Going, home run. And it's a 3-1 ball game. Fly ball to right field. That's back-to-back home runs, and it's a 4-1 ball game. Fly ball. This one is a shot. Fires over to second. Fly ball to shallow center. Makes the out, and he throws it to second. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. On the ground to the left side. Picks it up. Throws over to first. And that's in time for the out. And that will do it for the 3rd inning. Breaking ball. 0-1. 0-2. On the ground to the left side. Picked up by Torres. Fires to first base. And he got him for out number 1. Outside below the knees. Ball 1. Curve ball. A ball and a strike. Fly ball to shallow center. And he's there for the out. 2 away. Curveball, strike 1. That one's out of play, so we'll stay right here. 0-2. Here's a grounder to the second baseman. Picks it up, throws over to first, and that's in time for the out. Here's a grounder to the left side. Into the glove of Crawford. Throws over to first. And the throw is in time for out number 1. Off-speed pitch. Strike 1. Fly ball to left field. And the catch is made. 2 away. Fly ball to left field. And he's there for the out. And that will do it for the fourth inning. Down the first base line and foul. Change up. A bit low. Ball one. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Off-speed pitch. Down below the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hit hard to the left side. Tries to steal second. The pitch is a strike. Fires over to second. Throws late. In there with a steal. Swing and a miss. And he's ahead. The runner's off at second. Drill to left field. And there's a base hit for White. And fires home. Murphy scores easily. 4-2. Off-speed pitch. And that's just on the corner for a strike. Strike one. Breaking ball down and away. Ball one. Liner to the left side. Great diving catch. One away. Fires over to second and fires to first base. Not in time. He's safe. Here's a grounder straight back to the pitcher. Cole is there. Throws over to first. 2 out. Off-speed pitch. Strike one. Liner to the second baseman. Throws over to first. Motors into third base with a triple. And that ball is inside. 1-0. Curveball above the zone. Gonzalez is behind in the count. On the ground to the right side. Picks it up and he got it. Curveball, little too high. Ball one. Upstairs. Ball two. Swing and a miss. 2-1. And he lines one to left field. And there's a base hit for Voit. Fires over to second. Breaking ball. That one's outside. Ball one. On the ground, back to the mound. He scoops it up, throws over to first, and that's in time for the out. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Liner to the left side. And there's a base hit for Torres. And the score is 5-2. And he jogs in safely at second with a stand-up double. Fly ball to right field. And Haniger makes the play. And that's it for the 5th inning. Off-speed pitch. Freezes him on the corner. Strike one. Here's a grounder to the second baseman. Into the glove of Estrada. Throws over to first, and he got it. Here's a grounder to the left side. Torres is there. Throws over to first. 2 out. Curveball, strike one. Fastball missed inside. Ball one. Fly ball to center field. Makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Off-speed pitch. Tough pitch on the corner. 0-1. Hit hard to the left side. And that drops in for a base hit. Missed inside. Ball one. He's able to grab the hot shot. Breaking ball just inside. Ball one. Fouled off and out of play. 1-1. Sinker just inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hit hard to left field. And there's a base hit for Estrada. On the ground to the left side. Scooped up by Seager. And he beats out the throw to avoid the double play. Down the first base line. And foul. Here's a grounder to the left side. He dives, but it gets past him and fires to third base. And the score is 6-2. And fires to third base. Urshela crosses the plate. 7-2. Hicks beats the throw. He's in there, and he throws it to second. Here's a grounder toward first base. Into the glove of White. To away. And fires home. And there's a double play to end the inning. And that'll do it for the 6th. That pitch up in the zone. Strike one. Here's a grounder to the left side. He dives, stops it at third base, and he got him. Breaking ball right over the plate. 0-1. And he lines one to the left side. He dives and stops it at third. Wow. Liner straight back to the pitcher. And it falls in. Base hit. Drilled to the left side. Picks it up, and he got it. drill to right field.
And that one falls for a base hit.
And he slides into second, beats the throw. On the ground to the right side, picks it up, and the throw in time for out number one. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fly ball to center field. And he's there for the second out of the inning. Slider, strike one. Fly ball to left field.
And Marmoleos is there for the catch.
And that'll do it for the 7th inning. Fly ball to right field.
Judge
Pulls it in for the out. 1 out. And he lines one to right field.
And that falls in for a base hit.
And fires home. Curveball down and away. Ball one. Here's a grounder to the second baseman. He scoops it up, fires to first base.
Moore meets the throw and is safe.
Curveball, strike one. Fastball, too low. Counts even, the ball and a strike. Fly ball to deep left field.
And Frazier is there for the catch.
Fires over the second. Off-speed pitch. Touches the bottom of the strike zone. Strike one. Takes off at second. Fly ball to right field.
Judge
gets there and makes the grab. That one's out of play, so we'll stay right here.
No balls, one strike.
Fly ball to shallow center. He pulls in the catch. One out. On the ground to the left side.
Scooped up by Crawford.
And fires to first base. 2 away. Slider 0-1. Upstairs and away. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Fly ball. Going. And he throws it to second. And he makes the tag. And that will do it for the 8th inning. Breaking ball, strike 1.
This one is blasted.
A solo blast.
And it's a 7-3
Ball game. A bit low. Ball 1. Fastball. Tough pitch on the corner. A ball and a strike. Great pitch. Just at the knees. And he's ahead. Hit hard to the left side. Picks it up. And he got him for out number 1. Off-speed pitch. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. He struck him out swinging. 2 out. Here's a grounder straight back to the pitcher. He scoops it up. And that's in time for the out. Hello, everyone. I'm Fran Charles.
Could not have asked for a better night. Fast, we get set for the matchup between the New York Yankees and the Chicago White Sox.
Swing and a miss. Strike one. Fly ball to right field.
Angle gets there and makes the catch.
One away. And he popped it up to the third baseman. Two away. Outside.
One ball, no strikes.
That one's out of play, so we'll stay right here. 1-1. Here's a grounder to first.
Picked up by Abreu.
And that's in time for the out. Off-speed pitch. Dodge that one. Ball one. Sinker.
A ball and a strike.
Fly ball to left field. Makes the catch. One away. Here's a grounder to the left side. He scoops it up.
2 out.
Change up. Strike one. Fouled off and out of play.
0-2.
There's a strikeout.
And that's a wrap for the first inning. There's a no-doubter.
Destroyed. Gone.
And it's a 1-0 ball game.
Out of play. We'll stay right here.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
And he's ahead.
Out of play. We'll stay right here.
Stays at 2 strikes.
That one's out of play, so we'll stay right here.
Stay at 2 strikes.
Struck him out swinging. One away. Fouled off and out of play. 0-1. Hit hard to the right side. He dives, but it gets past him.
That falls in for a base hit.
Swing and a miss. 0-1. On the ground to the left side. Picks it up. There's one. And
And there's a double play to end the inning. On its way to first after getting bumped. 0-1. Drilled to the left side. Urshela is there. Throws over to first, and the throw in time for out number 1. Fastball, great pitch at the knees. Strike 1. And that one's too low. Ball 1. Fly ball to left field. And he's there for the second out of the inning. And he throws it to second. Change up. That ball inside. Ball 1. Sinker. And that's outside. 2-0. Hit hard to the left side. He scoops it up. Throws over to first. Not in time. He's safe. Off-speed pitch. That one low. 1-0. Knee-high pitch in there for a strike. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Fly ball to shallow left. And that drops in for a base hit. And it's all tied up at 1-1. Tough pitch on the corner. 0-1. Hit hard to left field. And that drops in there for a base hit. And the Chicago White Sox go ahead 2-1. And fires to third base. And he's in there with a double. Fastball, great pitch, just at the knees. 1. Drilled to left field. Gonna be close. Crush. Gone. And it's a 5-1 ball game. Change up. Too low. 1-0. Sinker counts even. A ball and a strike. Fly ball to left field. Frazier gets there and makes the grab. And that will do it for the second inning. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Fastball outside. A ball and a strike. Dribbler back to the mound. Picks it up. Fires to first base. And he's into third safely. Fouled off and out of play. No balls, one strike. Here's a grounder to the left side. Picks it up, throws over to first. Off speed pitch, missed inside. Ball one. Fly ball to left field. And he gets the out. One out. Outside and below the knees. 1-0. Fly ball to left field. That one's gone for out number 2. Outside, ball one. Swing and a miss. Counts even. A ball and a strike. That one's out of play, so we'll stay right here. 1-2. Swings and misses. Strike 3. Change up. No balls, one strike. Hit hard to the left side. He scoops it up, and he got him for out number 1. Not much contact there. The dribbler to the left side. Picks it up, throws over to first. And he beats Abreu to the bag for that out. Change up, 0-1. Dribbler to first. Wade fields it, fires over to second, and he's in there with a double. Off-speed pitch, tough pitch on the corner. Strike 1. Hit hard to the left side. Ball drops in, and that's a base hit. And fires home. Sinker. Tough pitch on the corner. 0-1. Hit hard to the right side. Picks it up. And he got it. And that'll do it for the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Liner to the right side, and it drops in. Fires over to second. Got him with the tag. Slider, strike 1. Fastball, missed outside. A ball and a strike. Down the third base line. And foul. Counts even. A ball and a strike. He struck him out swinging. 2 out. Fastball outside. 1-0. Off-speed pitch. And that ball is inside. Giolito is behind in the count. Not much contact there. The dribbler to the first baseman. Into the glove. Abreu. Torres is caught here with the tag. Tough pitch on the corner. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's ahead. Drilled to the left side. Great nab on that one. Curveball missed inside. Ball 1. Off-speed pitch. Strike 1. On the ground to the right side. He scoops it up. Not in time. He's safe. Sinker and that's just on the corner for a strike. Strike one. Curveball inside on that one. Ball one. Liner to the left side. And tosses it to second. Two away. Throws over to first, and there's a double play to end the inning. And that's a wrap for the fourth inning. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Swing and a miss. Strike two. And he got him. Strike three. And he beats Frazier to the bag for the out. Down the first base line and foul. And he lines one to the left side. Throws over to first. Two out. Up and away. Ball one. Fouled off and out of play. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. And he got it. Strike three. Sinker, low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Sinker, strike one. Fly ball toward first base. And Hoyt is there for the catch. 1 away. Sinker, strike one. Liner to the third baseman. Off-speed pitch. 0-1. Fly ball into shallow right. And he's there for the second out of the inning. Fires over to second. Off-speed pitch. That one's inside. 1-0. Strike one. Cutter just inside. Ball two. Liner to the left side. And he's able to grab the hot shot. And that's it for the 5th inning.
That one's out of play, so we'll stay right here.
No balls, one strike.
And fouled off on the first base side. He struck him out swinging, and that's in time for the out. Fastball. That's high. Ball one. Slider. Little too high.
Giolito
Is behind in the count.
Hicks pops it up. Playable in foul territory.
Off speed pitch. That ball inside. Ball three. And he'll take the walk. Swing and a miss.
Nothing in one.
Swing and a miss. And he's ahead. Down the first base line and foul.
Still 0-2.
Hit hard to center field.
And that drops in for a base hit.
And he throws it to second. That time, he's safe. Fastball. Tough pitch on the corner.
Nothing in one.
Swing and a miss. Strike two. On the ground to the second baseman. Picks it up. And he beats out the throw to avoid the double play. Fastball. That one's outside. Ball one. Strike one. Swing and a miss. And he's ahead. Here's a grounder to the left side. He scoops it up. There's one. Slider.
No balls, one strike.
Swing and a miss.
No balls, two strikes.
Slider. Little too high. 1-2. That one's out of play, so we'll stay right here.
Still 1-2.
Drilled to the right side. Picks it up. And he got him.
right over the plate. 0-1.
Here's a grounder to the right side. Picks it up. Throw in time for out number 1. Off-speed pitch. Strike 1. Fly ball to the left side. Great diving catch. 2 out. Sinker. Strike 1. Sinker.
0-2.
Down the first baseline and foul.
Still 0-2.
Struck him out swinging, and that'll do it for the 6th inning. Fouled off and out of play.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Swings and misses. Strike 3. 1 out. Off-speed pitch. Outside.
Ball 1.
And he lines one to the left side. Throws over the first. Threw away. Off-speed pitch. That's high. 1-0. Fastball. A ball and a strike. Ooh, outside. Ball 2. Fouled off and out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fly ball to center field. Makes the out. Off-speed pitch. Gets out of the way. Ball 1. And he lines one to left field. He stabs that one for the out. 1 out. Oh and 1. Fly ball to shallow left. Pulls in the catch. 2 out. Sinker. Strike 1. Fly ball into shallow left. And Frazier is there for the out. And that'll do it for the 7th inning. Slider. That's high. Ball 1. Fastball. That's outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
on the ground, straight back to the pitcher. Picks it up. Fly ball to left field. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Fouled off and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Down the first base line and foul. Still 0-2. Drill to the third baseman. And that one falls for a base hit. And the score is 5-4. Down the first base line and foul. 0-1. Down the first base line and foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Foul, third base side. Still 0-2. Fouled off and out of play. Stays at 2 strikes. Fouled off and out of play. Still 2 strikes. And he lines one to the left side. And he's able to grind the hot shot. Great back control. Does not chase the pitch. Ball 1. That one's out of play on the third base side. Counts even. A ball and a strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. There's a line drive to the left side. And that drops for a base hit. And the New York Yankees tied up and the score is 5-5. And he arrives at second with a stand-up double. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. That one's out of play, so we'll stay right here. 0-2. That one's out of play on the third base side. Swings and misses. Strike 3. Off-speed pitch. 0-1. Drill to left field. Great nab on that one. One away.
breaking ball. Strike one. Down the first base line and foul. 0-1. On the ground to the left side. Great stop at short. Fires to first base. And that's in time for the out. Drilled straight back to the pitcher.
And that drops in for a base hit.
Fires over to second. Off-speed pitch. Strike one. He takes off at first. Dribbler back to the mound. Great stop on that ball.
Camiones needs to throw and is safe.
Throws over to first, and he got it. And that will do it for the 8th inning. Down the third baseline and foul. 0-1. Down the first baseline and foul.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Hit hard to the left side. Great diving catch. Inside on that one. 1-0. Down the third baseline. And foul. A ball and a strike. That one's inside. Ball 2. On the ground to the right side. He scoops it away. Slider outside below the knees. Ball 1. Drill to left field.
And there's a base hit for Wade.
Fastball just a bit low. 1-0. Just at the knees for a strike. 1-1. Breaking ball just inside. 2-1. Out of play. We'll stay right here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Caught looking. Strike 3. No balls, 1 strike. Fouled off and out of play. 0-2. Here's a grounder to the left side. Scooped up by Pitts. Down the first base line. And foul. Tries to steal second. Swing and a miss on the pitch, and he throws it to second. Fly ball to left field. Fires over to second, and the Chicago White Sox take the lead. This was a close one. The Chicago White Sox squeak by the Yankees. Final score 6-5.